Hi everybody, Derek again. Really is a beautiful day out here. I'm digging these videos, so I'm gonna keep pushing through. So this particular one is going to highlight how they assist companies into bankruptcy, because all companies want to go into bankruptcy. It's through a means called alternative trading systems, more affectionately known as dark pools. So the way this works is there are essentially two markets in the stock market. The lit market, they call it, which is where shares are traded and is affected by things like supply and demand. Like that's kind of how you would affect the share price of a stock, right? I mean, the more people that want it, the price is going to go up. The more people selling it, getting rid of it, the price is going to go down. Sounds simple enough, I know, but yeah, not that simple. Years ago, not sure exactly when, but they came up with a thing called the dark pools. Now, the reason behind this is pretty sound, but as always, they quickly learned how to abuse it and manipulate the market with it. Anyways, the reasoning behind these so-called dark pools is that say two large institutions wanted to trade large blocks of shares. So firm A wanted to offload 1 million shares of some particular company, and firm B was willing to pick them up for other reasons. They thought it was going to go up. So if this hit the so-called lit market, while company A sells 1 million shares of this stock, what do you think is going to happen? Share price is going to tank. Seconds later, I mean, when institution B wants to pick them up, he picks them up. What happens? Well, the share price bounces right back to where it was, maybe up a little bit, right? But it creates needless volatility, because there's other things going on in the stock market that use volatility. We're not going to go into that right now. That'll be maybe a later one. But in any event, they created these things to kind of get rid of that volatility. So if there's any big blocks like that to be traded, they do it in the background, on in the dark pool, and yeah, the share price just stays the same. So clearly, they figured that, hey, if it works with large trades, if we do all trades through these things, or a large chunk of them, we can really manipulate the share price. I mean, think about it. So if whatever this institution needs the share price of a company to basically say go up, because they're using these stocks as collateral for some other trade that they made, right? They want it to be worth more. So what they'll do is they'll, in any given day, they'll route all the buy orders through the lit market, obviously pumping the share price up, right? And any sell orders, they route through the dark pool, so it doesn't affect the share price. All the market sees is, or thinks, is that everybody's buying, so the share price goes up. And vice versa. If they want the share price to go down, say in the case of short selling, they will route the buy orders through the dark pool, so no market thinks nobody's buying, and all the sell orders will go through the lit market, pushing the share price down. And they will just do this continually. I mean, you can't just do 100%. That's too obvious. So I mean, they play it out. It's a long game. I mean, it might take months, years, depending, but they're gonna keep doing this until they get it to where they want it. This is another one of their tools for the manipulation. So yeah, when you see certain stocks that they get all kinds of good news, and all making tons of money, but the share price isn't really going anywhere, there's a good chance it might be being held in place because they might have some short positions against it. And if the share price of that stock goes up, well, now their short position is going to be underwater, and they either got to supply a lot more collateral to keep that short sell open, or they got to buy that share back at the higher price, which you and I both know they don't want to do. So they will use the dark pool as they see fit, either to pump a stock price, drop a stock price, or just keep it right where it is. Whatever they want is what they get. Thank you for this.